Love versus relationships. This is important to think about, especially if you're on a spiritual path. We know that we should be practicing love for everyone, for ourselves and for others. And I want to share with you what is love, right? But at the same time, just because you love someone or you're practicing love, it doesn't necessarily equate to a healthy relationship. Love is more about what you're doing versus a relationship is about two people, both people, and how they interact. A relationship is how we treat each other, what we create together. It's possible to love someone but not be in a healthy relationship with them. Think about a little kid who loves their parent, but they're not in a healthy relation. They don't have a healthy relationship with them. So I find this interesting because a lot of times we interchange those words. There's a difference between love versus what creates a healthy relationship. Vastly different. Okay, so that's what I want to share with you. If you want to stick around, make sure you drop me a comment, like this video. We're always talking about the deeper things on this channel. I love sharing with you guys about our spiritual path, healing, relationships, things like that. Okay, so what is love? Let's start there. Okay, love is freedom. Freedom. And we know this because how God made us to be. So source, spirit, we're not controlled down here like puppets. We have free will, and that's real love. Think about this. Real love is freedom, but what about a healthy relationship? A healthy relationship doesn't necessarily come with freedom. A healthy relationship comes with boundaries, limits, structure, okay? And this actually protects the relationship. It keeps the health of the relationship alive, and it's an agreement between two people. We might just assume that because we love somebody, we have a good relationship with them, and we can hurt one another this way. Love is part of a healthy relationship, but that's not what creates a healthy relationship. Okay, so what else is love versus a healthy relationship? How are they different? So remember, love is our individual choice to practice. Like anybody can show someone love. It's a singular thing. Are you a loving person? Do you show love to others? Do you show love in your relationship? So love is also care. It's caring about somebody, considering them, maybe even sacrificing for them sometimes because you care about them. You love them. So what is love? It's about care, taking care of them. And you feel like you care about them, but also you practice love. Love is not just a feeling, it's also an action. So when we think about the word care, you care how they feel, you care about their well-being, you care that they're happy, things like that, healthy, you care about them, but also you're practicing care for them. So what is love? You're taking care of them. You're showing up for them. You're maybe like nursing them. Like if they're sick, you're helping them out. You care about them and you're showing them that through your, like in the physical world. So it's not just an inside thing. You're also doing it on the outside, right? That's love. What creates a healthy relationship is mutual care. Both of you guys caring. And that's why love and a healthy relationship, they're two different things. Because if only one person is practicing love, but the other one is not, now it's not a healthy relationship. That's why we want to know the difference. Mutual care creates a healthy relationship. Both people are giving and receiving. You're taking care of each other. You're watering one another. You're nourishing each other. It's not just one-sided. So that's what creates a healthy relationship. What is love? Love is unconditional. We hear that all the time. Unconditional love. No matter what you do, I'll love you. And it's a choice to love. Like even if somebody is flawed, even if they make a mistake, they do you wrong, they lie, but it's a choice to love regardless. And that's like a higher point of view, the spiritual point of view. And so it's our duty to practice love, and it stretches us, you know, and it feels uncomfortable. We have to smush our pride and ego. We have to find compassion within ourselves, grace. We have to be patient. And that's why it can feel hard to do, to love unconditionally, no matter if someone's in the wrong or not, to just still find it in your heart to move from love, right? Because are you living your life from how other people treat you, or are you moving in your life from an intentional place? Like, you're choosing to practice love regardless. But unconditional love is not what creates a healthy relationship. In fact, if you're practicing unconditional love, it could destroy a relationship sometimes, because a healthy relationship comes with accountability. Okay, so accountability, like being responsible in how you treat this other person. Okay, so there's a difference, and I feel like it's important to talk about, right? Because again, like, think about the little kid example. A little kid who, let's say they're not with their parent. Maybe let's just say like a foster kid, for example, okay? They know of their parent, but they're separated from their parent because it's unhealthy. It's an unhealthy relationship, but they love their parent unconditionally. Even if the parent goes to jail, even if the parent has a harmful addiction, or they're always getting into trouble, they're always letting the kid down, right? But the kid still loves the parent anyways. That's unconditional love. But that does not mean it's a healthy relationship. A healthy relationship is the parent treating the child with the same care that we talked about, right? Like mutual care, and taking accountability for their actions, because that's what creates a healthy relationship, right? So not letting that kid down, showing up for the kid, following through on their word, getting themselves together so that they can be a healthy parent to their child, right? So just because you love someone, it doesn't mean it's a healthy relationship. Healthy relationships take work and effort, and it's a two-person party. Both people have to be involved. Both people have to be showing up. Both people have to put in the effort required. Love is not enough. And this is like a truth that I've realized as I've been on my spiritual journey. And see, like, God, the universe, still calls us to love regardless. So, I mean, we should be practicing love for everyone, right? Like, everyone matters and we're all connected. And it stretches you. It helps you to grow spiritually as a person, to practice things like forgiveness, caring for others, oneness, sameness, not seeing yourself as better or higher than anyone else, but seeing people through a loving set of eyes. But a wise person knows that to create a healthy relationship, love should be a component, but it takes more than that. That's why I just wanted to create this, to remind us that a relationship doesn't just fall in our lap. And sometimes we may be in love, but not in a healthy relationship. So what creates a healthy relationship? Let's talk about that. A healthy relationship takes two people and they're creating it. They're building it. Love, hopefully, is at the foundation, right? Okay. Boundaries. We talked about boundaries. Why are boundaries important to create a healthy relationship? Something that comes to mind is it creates respect. And of course, there's freedom, right? Freedom is part of love. But you're choosing to have boundaries and limits because it preserves the health of the relationship. What's an example of a boundary? A boundary in a healthy relationship looks like, do not yell at me. Don't yell at me. And even though you may love someone, because like unconditional love might program us to think anything goes. No matter what they do, no matter how they treat me, because I love them, I'm gonna preserve this relationship, but that can go toxic. A healthy relationship, boundaries are required. Don't yell at me. And that helps me to feel respected and be respected. Your practice now, this love is in action. We're creating a healthy relationship. We're not letting it get messy. We're not letting it go toxic, right? So boundaries are healthy. They're limits, and we want to be so careful because, see, we all started as little kids, and many of us had parents that, I mean, not everybody had boundaries enforced. And that's why the whole unconditional love thing, how far did you stretch your parents? Let me ask you guys right now. Or did you have really strict parents growing up, right? It's this delicate dance. Real love is freedom. But a lot of, for example, parents will try to control their kid because they're like, because I love you, I'm going to control you. But technically, we should allow them to be free because they have to make their own mistakes. Now, you should guide them, okay? Guide them, lead them, but ultimately, you can't take away their freedom. That's wrong. But so yeah, boundaries help create healthy relationships. Freedom, boundaries, freedom, boundaries. We have the freedom to create the boundaries. We're enforcing the boundaries to create a healthy relationship because we love one another. Something else that creates a healthy relationship is friendship. Having friendship as the basis of your relationship. Because a relationship is not a performance that you're doing for each other. And it's not this perfect dance that you have to do. Life can get messy, but that's why, like, if you think of each other as friends first, there's less pressure because you don't require your friends to be perfect to be your friend. Like, you know they're silly, you know they're goofy, you know they're gonna make mistakes sometimes, you know that they're just human, and it's okay. You love them for who they are, regardless of what they do for you, what they don't do for you, if they come through, if they don't. Like, you love who they are inside, and you guys have a good time together. You laugh together, you make each other smile, you can talk about things for hours. You have a good time when you're together, and they're there for you, and you're there for them. You choose to be friends with each other. In a world full of billions of people, like, you feel a soul resonance with them. You choose to be close to them. And yeah, so like, that's what creates a healthy relationship, is having friendship at the basis of it. What creates a healthy relationship? Space. Space to grow and space to make mistakes. Space, grace. It's like the same kind of thing. Patience, forgiveness. This is all in the same boat. Like, what creates a healthy relationship is giving somebody space to be and not expecting perfection from them. What creates a healthy relationship? Giving and receiving. So it's that mutual thing, right? Because love, you could love someone all you want, but do they love you back? A healthy relationship, you're giving and you're receiving. So it feels balanced. It feels fair. It is fair. And that's what creates a healthy relationship. You feel valued and you feel appreciated and cherished in your relationship, and that's how you should feel. That's how we should all feel in a healthy relationship. You feel heard, listened to, and considered. What creates a healthy relationship? Consideration. You are doing things with intention. You're considering this other person, how your actions affect them, because you care. So it's not about selfishness, it's about selflessness to create a healthy relationship. It doesn't mean you don't get any of your needs met. No, like, there's sacrifice, there's collaboration happening. You're working together. It's stretching you a little bit, but it's worth it for the relationship, for each other. For example, let's say your kid wants a new pair of shoes, but they're really expensive. Let's say they want the Jordans. I remember in the 90s growing up, and my brother, him and my dad would go stand in line to get like the new Jordans. I don't know, I would be at home, like, whatever. But so those were like maybe $200, $250 like back in the day, right? So maybe that wasn't in my dad's budget, but he would stretch himself, he would sacrifice because he wanted to make my brother happy. So he would do that for him, right? So a healthy relationship, sometimes you're giving a lot, but it's worth it to you. You're making sacrifices, but it helps create healthy relationships because it's not always about you, it's about the other person too. So you're working together. What else creates a healthy relationship? Accountability. And this is what separates mature relationships from immature relationships. Love is not enough to create a healthy relationship. You have to be accountable, because you can love someone as much as you want, but that doesn't mean you're going to have a healthy relationship with them. When both people are responsible for their own behavior in the relationship, okay, now you're creating a healthy relationship. And that's why I created that video. Like, your relationships are a mirror. It's easy to point the finger at someone else, but it's harder to take a look within yourself, to look at your own triggers or where you fall short in the relationship, why you react the way you do or respond the way you do. And at the same time, like, you're always making a choice. Like, you're always choosing if you want to be with someone or not. Just because you love someone doesn't mean it's a healthy relationship. So what creates a healthy relationship is both people taking accountability for their actions, not blaming the other person, but when they make a mistake, they can say, I'm sorry. You know, I'm going to do better. This is how I'm going to change, or this is where I'm hurting, or this is where I need to work on myself, and having open communication. But taking responsibility for what you do says so much about your consciousness level and your humility and being able to create healthy relationships. Because otherwise, like, what happens when people don't take accountability? If you don't take accountability, and this is for any relationship, you guys, like, not just with your partner, it could be with your friends or with your family, anyone in your workplace, when there's no accountability and things are just swept under the rug or ignored or suppressed, that causes resentment, it causes bitter feelings, it causes just like a weird energy, lack of trust, right? So how to create a healthy relationship? Just admit that you're wrong sometimes. Like, just say sorry. And we have so much pride. That's the ego on earth. Like, it could be hard for people to just be like, I'm sorry, I messed up. Like, I was in the wrong. I shouldn't have treated you that way, or I should have done this. Or just being honest. I did this because this is what I wanted to do. It hurt you, and I feel bad that you're hurt. And like, talking about it. Like, this is what creates a healthy relationship. Honest communication. This is what creates a healthy relationship. You can love someone all you want, but what's going to create a healthy relationship is having honest communication and then being tender with it, right? Because if somebody's being rash, if someone's being disrespectful, if someone is trying to hurt you on purpose, that's not love or a healthy relationship. And that's why it's important to talk about these things, because are we in healthy relationships here on earth? Like, our relationships could use a lot of work, a lot of tender love and healing, which is what I love to share here, the things that I've learned. And so we're able to create healthy relationships, but it takes work. It takes intention, you know, and it takes care. And this is how you build deep, solid foundation, long-lasting, healthy relationships. It's totally possible. It starts with us, like, as an individual, learning what real love is. And it doesn't mean being stomped on and trampled on like a doormat. No. Learning to practice unconditional love is more so your relationship to the divine, knowing that everybody is on their own path and journey. They're going at their own pace. They're at different levels of awareness. Sometimes people have to go through crazy things to get to the next level of their life. So that's why scriptures will tell you in all the religions not to judge. Like, you don't need to judge anyone. You need to focus on yourself. And can you practice love for yourself? That's the base. And then for others. And all of this is practicing love for God. Then once you get to that point, okay, that's beautiful. And then maybe you fall in love with someone else, but then to be in a healthy relationship, it takes two people, not just you. Okay, so I hope this video helped you in some way. If you guys want to work with me one-on-one, I opened up coaching. Send me an email, I'll link it down below. We're working on healing. We're working on self-love, healthy relationships, even confidence. So we can book that. Just send me an email. Take care of yourself. I'm sending you so much love, power, healing on your journey. Drop me a comment with your thoughts, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.